They said disco killed rock. Wrong. In the 70s, rock crashed the dance floor. Leather jackets under mirror balls, guitar fuzz over 4 on the floor, stadium hooks built for the club. Tonight on Rock Lore, we're counting the top 15 1970s disco rock crossover hits we'll never forget. The tracks that turned cynics into dancers, saved careers, and made purists furious. From glam strut to art school groove to straight up swagger, every song here blends riff and rhythm you can feel in your chest. And wait for number 1. It's the moment a rock institution learned to move like a downtown DJ. What's your ultimate disco rock anthem? Drop it in the comments and let's roll.
To you is such a thrill. Everyone so explain just what was happening to me. Just one touch of you and I'm a flame.
That opening guitar fuzz doesn't ask for permission. It barges in, throws the doors open, and drags the band straight onto the dance floor. The groove is tight, the chorus is a chant, and Errol Brown sells the swagger with a smile.
Baby, it's amazing just how wonderful it is. The things we like.
This is rock muscle dressed in disco sheen, the perfect gateway track for anyone who still thinks guitars and mirror balls can't share the same room. Hot Chocolate knew exactly how to cross over without losing their bite. Produced by Mickey Most, the single cut a path through clubs and radio, peaking at number 6 in the US and number 12 in the UK in 1978. That's not a trend, that's impact. Do you remember the first time you heard that riff jump out of the speakers?
Hey, Rock Lore community. Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow, you're becoming a member of the Rock Lore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger.
Ray Davies takes a tongue-in-cheek jab at disco and ends up writing a floor-friendly rock jam anyway. 4 on-the-floor drums, a choppy guitar figure, and a lyric about wanting to be stronger than the times. This is late 70s anxiety you can dance to. It's the Kinks testing a new suit and still walking like themselves. Arista's Clive Davis wanted something club-ready. The band delivered a single that became a moderate North American hit, reaching number 41 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's a sly record, part satire, part survival strategy, and proof that even classic British rockers could find a pocket under the disco lights. Which version do you prefer, the tighter single or the extended 12V? Strings, hand claps, and a soft focus shimmer. This is bubblegum turning toward the club with real finesse. The guitars don't roar, they glide. What keeps it rock is the punch in the chorus and the band's knack for hookcraft. It's the sound of teen idol pop growing up and learning to move. Produced by Harry Maslin, yes, the same era that touched Bowie, the single became the group's final big US moment, climbing to number 10 on the Hot 100 and hitting number 5 in Canada. Not bad for a band many people wrote off as a fad. Be honest, did this one sneak onto your party playlists when no one was looking? Glam rockers step into a bigger, airier room. The harmonies are lush, the groove is patient, and the arrangement stretches like a late-night drive. Part rock anthem, part disco glide. You can hear the band trading some stomp for sophistication, and it works. That chorus lands like a spotlight. Co-written by guitarist Andy Scott, it became Sweet's last top 10 in several countries, reaching number 8 in the US and number 9 in the UK, while anchoring the level-headed album's sleeker sound. Call it glam refined or disco rock with brains. When you rank Sweet, where does this sit? Above the early bangers, or exactly where their story peaks?
Got a good thing going on. I know you heard it all before.
Jeff Lynne pours strings, stacked vocals, and a punchy 4-beat into one bright rush. It's symphonic rock taught to strut, the kind of record that lights up a room in the first 10 seconds.
You shine a love on my life, and let me see. For now, and it's getting so much better. Came home without a word.
The hook is pure sunshine, but the track still carries ELO's signature weight. Those cellos don't disappear, they dance.
Will you be the same? I'll do it all again.
First single from Discovery, the album the band jokingly nicknamed Disco Very. It shot to number 8 in the US and number 6 in the UK, one of ELO's biggest global singles of the era. This isn't a sellout, it's a smart evolution. If you were building a beginner's guide to disco rock, would this be your opener?
Be the same again. Don't say
Hey That Purrs, a 4 on the floor that won't quit, and a flamenco-flavored guitar break that feels like a wink. McCartney takes rock swagger to the disco without losing his melodic touch.
don't say goodnight tonight.
Released as a standalone single, it's sleek but still playful. The sound of a songwriter trying on a shiny jacket and finding it fits. You can hear the arrangement built for both radio and a longer 12 spin, with space for dancers and guitar fans alike. Question: when this comes on, do you lock into that bass first, or wait for the guitar to slice in?
To realize it never really was.
Michael McDonald's voice floats like neon over a precision groove. Tight piano stabs, featherlight rhythm guitar, and a chorus you can't shake. It's not disco by label, but the pulse is pure dance floor. Clean, glossy, and impossible to sit still through. The song's secret is the tension between memory and motion. A man chasing the past while the band pushes him forward. It topped the Hot 100 and swept major Grammys the next year, proof that a deeply crafted, dance-ready arrangement could rule pop. What grabs you most? The story, the chords, or that chorus lift? Brian Ferry turns nightlife into theater. The bass struts, the hi-hat whispers, and the guitars flicker like streetlights on wet pavement.
Catch that bug, lumber up, limbo thinking of the floor. Love is the drug, I'm down the love.
This is art rock learning to move. Sleek, sly, and perfectly measured for the club. The single became their UK breakthrough, a top 2 smash, and their key US calling card, showing that style and groove could live in the same body. Listen to how each part leaves air for the next. It's almost architectural. Pop quiz. If you had to describe this groove in one word, suave, dangerous, or hypnotic, what would you choose? This video is sponsored by the Lore Store on Amazon, your one-stop shop for music lovers across reggae, rock, pop, and hip-hop. We built it for real listeners who don't want to dig through 1,000 listings to find the right gear. Inside the Lore Store, you'll find 5 aisles. VIP, top, battle-tested essentials. Headphones, turntables, speakers, gig-safe earplugs, smart speakers. Reggae vibe, roots and lovers. Rock made easy, automatic decks, warm bookshelf speakers, vinyl care. Rock lore, classic rock must-haves, open back cans, simple amps, living room concert vibes. Pop lore, feel-good everyday setups, clean, clear speakers, easy streaming, nostalgia-friendly picks. Hip-hop must-haves, punchy bass without the muddle, closed-back headphones and living room systems that handle low-end, plus a rotating crate of old album vinyl if you're rebuilding a 60s-90s collection. Every product page tells you who it's for, 3 pros, 1 con, and why we picked it. So you can choose with confidence. Flying soon? Check. VIP for noise canceling that tames plane roar. Mostly listening at home? Try open back headphones that let live albums breathe. Want instant gratification vinyl? Our fully automatic turntable is 1 button from silence to music, and the record cleaning kit knocks down crackle so the bass tightens up. Headed to shows? Grab high-fidelity earplugs, hands-free at home. Our smart speaker picks let you say, play 70s reggae or classic pop, and you're there. Deal alert. If you use the link in the description, you'll land on our curated picks with current best available Amazon pricing and active discounts where applicable. Prices change, so buy now to lock in today's deal. Tap the link in the description, pick your aisle, grab a favorite, and tell me which category you want me to build next. The Lore Store. Listen better, with gear that gets out of the way and lets the music live. Built on Carlos Alomar's serrated guitar vamp and co-written with John Lennon, Fame is Bowie's cool stare into the machine. Funky, cynical, and unshakably danceable. The rhythm section is lean, the vocal is elastic, and the hook snaps like a rubber band. It gave Bowie his first US #1 and proved he could bend American radio to his will while experimenting with groove and persona. When you hear that chopped fa-a-am, do you think of it as a warning, a flex, or both? California harmonies ride a midnight glide, R&B leaning drums, a velvet bass line, and Don Felder's searing guitar lines cutting through like headlights. The band called this their move from country rock toward a darker, slicker pulse, and audiences followed all the way to #1. It's the sound of a group sharpening its edges for the dance floor without losing its songwriting core. Be honest, do you air drum the verses, air guitar the solo, or sing the harmonies at full volume? This is the moment the queen of disco walks into a rock bar and owns the room. The beat is straight for the dance floor, but listen to that nasty guitar slicing through the groove. Donna's vocal is tough, playful, and free. She's not just flirting with rock, she's driving it. The record proved you could put a hot-edged solo inside a glittering club track and make it feel natural, even inevitable. It hit #1 in the US and won the very first Grammy for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance, a wild twist for an artist known for pure disco. And that burning solo came from Jeff "Skunk" Baxter of Steely Dan Doobie Brothers fame. When the break hits, do you turn it up for the voice or for the guitar?
I wanna lay it at your feet.
Leather, mascara, and a 4-on-the-floor kick. Paul Stanley writes a chorus you can shout from the cheap seats. Ace Frehley fires the lead, and the verses glide like neon.
so much I wanna do. I wanna see it in your eyes. Feel the
This wasn't Kiss giving up rock. It was Kiss weaponizing a disco pulse to reach the biggest rooms possible. Spin the 12, and you hear how easily those power chords live over a club rhythm.
feel the magic. There's something
Co-written with hitmaker Desmond Child and produced by Vinnie Poncha, the single peaked at number 11 in the US, but went number 1 in countries from Canada to the Netherlands. The drums on the studio cut are by session ace Anton Fig, not Peter Criss. One reason the groove feels so locked. When this comes on, are you team chorus chant or team bassline?
Now hold on a minute before we go much further. Give me a dime.
Rod struts into the disco with a wink and a swagger. The strings shimmer, the synth hook is sticky, and his raspy voice rides the groove like a star who knows the crowd is already his.
So, if you really need me, just reach.
People argued about authenticity, but on the floor no one cared. This is a rock showman using disco dynamics to blow the roof off. Produced by Tom Dowd for Blondes Have More Fun, it topped both the UK and US charts.
Tell her exactly what it's hard now. You want my body and
Stewart later acknowledged borrowing the melody from Jorge Benjor's Taj Mahal and donated the royalties to UNICEF, turning a lightning rod single into a global smash with a charitable footnote. Do you hear this as shameless fun or a smart fusion that still bangs? Punk attitude, pop discipline, and a sleek disco engine. Debbie Harry sounds cool as ice while the rhythm section purrs like Eurodisco. Proof a downtown band could steal from Marauder's playbook and still sound like themselves.
Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing.
It's minimalist and luxurious at the same time, a mirror ball dream with a rock backbone. Produced by Mike Chapman for Parallel Lines, the song went number 1 in both the US and UK.
One time love, and it was again. Soon turned out.
Blondie had been kicking this idea around for years as Once I Had a Love, the disco song. A rough sketch they refined into a world-conquering single. When that hi-hat pattern starts, are you hearing CBGB grit or pure club gloss?
Hey, Rocklore community. Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow, you're becoming a member of the Rocklore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger.
Here's the blueprint, a slinky bass figure, Charlie's 4-to-the-floor tug, Jagger vamping like it's 3 a.m., and a harmonica that cuts through the lights and smoke. The Stones didn't just flirt with disco, they absorbed it and spat back a streetwise groove that still sounds dangerous.
Around at 12 o'clock with some Puerto Rican girls that's just dying to meet you. We're going.
If rock and disco ever made peace, it was on this record. Miss You hit number 1 in the US and number 3 in the UK. Features blues harmonica ace Sugar Blue and arrived with an 8+ minute Bob Clearmountain special disco version on 12, their first official 12-inch single. That extended mix made the band club ready without losing the bite. Be honest, do you prefer the tight single or the nocturnal sprawl of the long cut? The journey doesn't end here, rock warrior. Watch this next.